Good Morning Cybertron is a podcast intended for adults and is not suitable for those under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised.
Me Grimlock checking out Good Morning Cybertron while munching on cesium salami. Or is it beryllium bologna? Mmm.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good Morning Cybertron!
Hello, everyone! Welcome to this week's episode of Good Morning Cybertron. I am your host and the host, Scott. I have abandoned my personhood, and now I am a host to parasites. Hundreds and hundreds of parasites. I itch so fucking bad, and I'm so fucking irritable that I had a fight with Xavier over Spider-Man semen, and threatened to stab each and every one of these fuckers with this screwdriver.
It was good. It was a good time. Made for good radio.
It was a really good time. It was a really good time. For those who don't have the look at me itching. Wasn't even thinking about it. For those of you who don't have the pre-show access, I caught scabies this week. It's just fucking hell. I caught them off orphans. I caught scabies off orphans.
You should turn those orphans into dog food.
I mean, yeah. On the upside, though, I do have my lovely wife, Ariana, back, who's now afraid to touch me. And rightfully so. Honey, will you scratch my back? Hello! I ain't touching your skeezy back. So...
It's good to be in love with somebody that is honest with you to the point it's just like, oh, baby, I've missed you. You've been away for so long. Give me a hug. You fucking come near me, white man. I'd choke you out with a pair of pliers.
We cuddled last night. You know, we kind of cuddled and loved on each other. Like I said, I'm not infectious anymore because I've doused my body with permethrin. And killed all the little bastards, but now their dead bodies are slowly being ejected from my body. But my wife, like, we've cuddled, and she just said, "Don't take off your shirt, white boy." She didn't say that, but I'm sure that she thought it, because I would have as well.
The medicine plays strange tricks on Scott's brain. It's just like, wow, my wife is 300% more Jamaican, and for some reason she's holding a bunch of Uno cards.
Yeah. Go fish. That's not the way this game is played, honey. It is in the islands. It's the way we do it down there. It's the excuse she gives for everything. It's the way we do it down there. Honey, you're not allowed to eat grapes in the grocery store. We do it down in the islands. It's just our way. I love her so much. She doesn't do any of those things. I don't know why I'm making up stories about her. Ariana, my lovely wife, is fucking fantastic. She is a bundle of happiness, and I'm insanely lucky to have her. And whenever I think about, like, the times, like, I almost didn't ask her out, or, you know, how we almost didn't meet, yeah, it's kind of scary. I feel a lot about Xavier that way. I love you, buddy. How you doing, you sexy little sticky buns, you?
It's weird, the dichotomy. If you never met me, your ribs would be less broken, but if you've never met your wife, you'd probably be dead in your own basement.
Yeah. There's a weird switch up there. 12 broken bones instead of 13. Honest to God, I don't think it matters, Xavier. Like after you do like 10, you start getting double digits of broken bones. What's one fucking more?
Right, Wolverine?
Yeah, I'm not Wolverine. Wolverine heals. I'm just crippled, man. I'm a cripple. I'm like 2 breaks away from having a little cart and begging for change on the street. My God, doing his best Danny DeVito penguin impersonation. That's Kyle. How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All the way from Tejas, it's Walter.
Shockingly, I've never broken any bones, despite the crazy shit I've survived.
So wait, are you still on the organ transplant list?
No.
Okay. Did you get a new heart?
No.
So you got off, you healed your own heart after you were put on the organ transplant list?
Yes.
End of story.
Yeah.
Liver
That's
too.
impressive.
And the liver too.
That's incredibly impressive.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know why it makes me think of this, just because speaking of broken bones and heart transplants and all this, the liver infection, it just a weird thought came to me. Have you seen the special edition popcorn bucket for the Dune movie?
Yeah. I'm going to stick my dick in that. I know what they did, and I see it as a challenge. All the way from British Columbia, it is Tomas.
No.
Ah. Duanis Perez says, hi, guys. Dwayne Marsh says, good morning, Cybertronians. Duanis comes back. Does Spider-Man reproduce like a human, or does it like little taps like a spider? I like to think it's a mix of both. Say, yeah, huh? Is that doing anything for you, Mary Jane? I bet it is.
That would be so funny, because since he's a male, that means that he would develop like a little packet on his wrist. And
Yeah.
he would just like give it to her and run away and hope she doesn't try to kill him.
Yeah. Wolf1701 says, I once healed my broken arm by staring at it angrily. I don't have that kind of willpower. He also asked, how do we get the pre-show? To get to the pre-show, you have to go over to our Patreon, GM Cybertron. Over on Patreon, the Good Morning Cybertron podcast. Link in the description below. And $1 a month. $1 a month will do it. Or you can just fucking ask us nicely. I don't care, man. I don't care, man. The $1 a month is just to pay the internet bill around here sometimes, man. But yeah, $1 a month, 50 cents. Send me nudes. I want to see that ass, Wolf.
Scott has a deep need for different medications almost every month now.
Dude. I had something to say about medications, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. They gave me like a big old tube of like this cream, and went from your hairline down to the soles of your feet. It's like, what about the scabies that are in my hair? And it's just like, don't worry, they won't want to stay there. This is you'll be like,
Also,
leave it on for 8 hours.
Why are you telling me to do this in public?
Yeah, right? Leave it on for 8 hours. You'll be lucky to survive. Thanks. Oh my god.
Do I need to wear the air hostess costume, Doctor? This is getting weird.
This is odd. This is very, very odd. Speaking of odd, if you get the chance, they're not really a sponsor. We're just doing it as a friend. Head on over to toy.run. BobTron over at toy.run. If somebody happens to have the Ultraman Voltron Galaxy Shuttle KO, boy oh boy, BobTron would just love that. So somebody out there has to have it, and they're looking at it going like, I don't want this piece of shit anymore. You could make some money. Sell it to BobTron. He wants Voltron KO Ultraman Galaxy Shuttle. That's a lot of words coming out of my mouth. And you can make his dream happen over at toy.run. It's like Twitter for toys. It's not like X for toys. That's bullshit. Crossbones Koopa says, what I miss? I've got scabies. Pretty much other than that, business as usual. Duanis Perez says, I've been out of work for less than a week and I'm already hating it. Wolf1701 warns me, you're gonna see every pimple. Scabies, broken bones, and nudes. That's what Crossbones miss. And Duanis is happy. Duanis, yay, Crossbones! Getting right to the show, because, man, we got a lot to get through. I should be sharing my screen with everybody. That would make things a lot easier for everyone involved.
Okay.
Wow.
That's nice of you.
Isn't that? I'm a sweetheart. I
Medicine's
love
working already.
medicine. Oh, doopy doopy doo. HasLab Omega Prime. We've got some new picks, and we've got over 20,000 backers. Let's see exactly how many backers we have here. Hasbro Pulse. Apparently we're having
20,001.
trouble finding that site. What do you mean we're having trouble finding HasbroPulse.com? Where am I going to buy my shit at? Hasbro Pulse?
You're forgetting an R.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's Hasbro.
Hasbro Pulse. So let's see. We are currently sitting at, with Omega Prime, 21,411 backers.
Woo.
Yeah. I didn't realize Blue Bolts was a character we'd seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a blue Air Razor Birdie Skywarp thingy.
Really?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, so we've seen that character before, or she, I guess. But with this, people are kind of wondering: is there a secret third reward tier? A lot of people think we're going to get TAI.
I mean, I'm game. They don't have to. I assume it's now expected, which is why it's maybe the thing they're trying to keep wraps up. But a tie would be interesting. It would be interesting if it was like, I don't know, a transforming tie. Is that even possible? Because she didn't really do anything in the show except be like the mascot.
Yeah, I mean, a precedent was set with Deathsaurus where after his campaign ended, when everyone was getting their confirmation emails, Pulse sent out one more email saying, "Oh no, Deathsaurus has taken some hostages. Here's Boatman and Wee Woo."
Yeah. That's amazing. Wasn't like wait a minute, like wasn't Ty basically just a hologram of an AI computer system? Like it was like
She
it was
was
sort of
He was a
implied that she was.
VTuber 20 years before that was the thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I
it
think she was
was-
supposed to be like Teletran 1, but as like with an avatar.
exactly. She was the representation of Teletran 1 for the weebs of the 90s, because they were like, well, if we're gonna go more kid friendly, we need our science fictional, interface panel that's a cute anime girl in a police hat, and we need our cars to power up like Super Saiyans to go from blue to red.
Yep.
And you also need like 15 different transformation modes for Galvatron. Just sneak them in there. Turn that elephant into a hand. There you go. Now he's more powerful.
Hydrofoil mode.
That he used exactly once.
Yeah.
I know
Hey,
what
it counts.
I know what I would like. I would, honest to God, I don't care about Ty. It's great. It's fine. If you love it, that's fine. But myself, I'd love to see like just a set of MicroMasters, kind of like redecoed and redone to make them look like the Spy Changers.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah, I mean, they are not in any way obligated to do anything this time. It could just be, it was a one-off, and as successful as it was, they don't have to do anything. I mean, for God's sakes, we're getting 3 figs out of this latest HasLab, so I'm really happy with that. Deathsaurus is amazing just on his own. Peepo and Boater just make it all the more fun because you can either like pretend they're little Japanese citizens running away from the giant kaiju, or you could try to have them fight him God of War style. It's endless fun, really. But with the newest one, I would say do like fucking Decepticons this time, because we already got the good guys. Let's see some Decepticons now.
I gotta ask, how would you guys feel about this? Let's say, like, because I don't think we've gotten, like, the retailer bump yet. I don't think we have the retailer bump. We usually don't get that until the last day. And we're just a little bit over a day. What would your reaction be if they go... excuse me, if they go, hey, we hit like 25,000, we hit 26,000, something like that. We hit 23,000. which I think is extremely plausible for right now. If you give us an extra $60, we'll throw in an extra yellow Splendid Convoy. What would your response be to them trying to get just a little bit more money out of you, but giving you kind of the repaint everybody wanted this time around for like an extra 60?
I'd be interested.
keeping that 60.
I gotta say I'm interested because it is a HasLab exclusive thing. It's God, I know it's like, hey, here's your bonus DLC. You gotta prepay for it though and everything. You get to do your pre-order now, but man, the HasLab stuff is pretty fucking good. And if you never see it again, yeah, I would say that's kind of worth it, because it's like, if this passes you up, good luck, fucker. Because your only hope after that is like a 300% markup on eBay. At best.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yes, really, fucker. You tell me something.
How much?
You tell me a better scenario.
How much was Death Source?
Let's see.
250.
240 something?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, 240 something. Let's see. eBay. Let's look at how much Death Source goes for on eBay.
HasLab,
I know that.
Death Saurus.
I know that that you can find Unicrons there that are as much as a small car.
Yeah, tell me how much Peepo and Boater go for.
$324. So we're talking like $100 boost for Death Saurus. But I think that's just the Death Saurus. Like Boater is going for $35 just by his lonesome.
Woo!
Let's see.
Getting up there to leader class.
That joke's dead now. Oh, God.
Let's see here. Price plus shipping lowest. So we got a bunch of upgrades. There's Peepo. There's the Mace. There's one that's being bid for. We can't go by that. So let's do the buy it nows. Buy it nows. What's this? Arm and foot filler. DIY filler. Filling parts. Just the box.
Just the box. Well, it is an awesome box.
Peepo and Boater figure set, $190.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, here's one. That's actually not bad. Transformers HasLab Death Saurus includes all tiers and shipping box, $245. With $14.81 shipping. That's actually really good.
That's not the worst price I would have expected.
$245, $249, $270, $250, $250. Man, I'm honestly a little surprised it's not more. I am really surprised it's not more.
I guess we just need to give it some time.
I think what
It's
happened
also
is
a new release, but
I think what happened is more people ordered Death Saurus than ordered, Victory Saber or Unicron, because they saw that quick turnaround on Victory Saber and Unicron.
Yeah. Victory Saber
Picked up Death Saurus as an investment. And on top of that,
Oh shit! Thank
Victory
God.
Saber and Death Saurus are also, half the price Unicron was.
Yeah, Victory Saber is $300. So that one, I'll give you that. That one doubled in price. But HasLab Unicron, what's the cheapest that we see here? Upgrade set. Behold Galvatron stand. Upgrade set. Just the stand.
just the stand.
The cheapest HasLab Unicron is $2,000.
Yeah.
And they'll never give it.
Yeah, $2,000.
And remind us again, Scott, what did you pay when it initially released?
Everybody thought I was insane whenever I paid $636 shipped for it. What? I remember that my friend who worked beside me, Jerome. Wait, you bought it? You bought it? Yeah, I bought it. It's HasLab Unicron. Yeah, well, and when do you get it? A year? Maybe 2 years? You mean you're not going to get it right away? Yeah, I'm not going to get it right away. I'm patient. I if I want something, I'm willing to wait for it. I'd want it now. Okay.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
I understand that perspective,
I
but
do
there
too.
is such a thing as delayed gratification.
Also,
It's
you
called...
really don't want. You
Go
can't
ahead.
work the factory workers to death on this one because you want a quality product.
It's called toy edging, okay? It's... Look at the toys. The update is just them stroking a little bit faster, and then it dies down. It's toy edging. Oh, my God. Getting back to the chat. Wholesome85 says, "Hi, guys. Recovering from an extra nasty cold. Hope you all are good. Wholesome, buddy. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Crossbones Cooper, I subbed you to Wannis and Wholesome. Hope you feel better, buddy. Gigatwin, yes, TAI was a computer program that was the daughter of Teletran 1 program. I want to know who fucked a computer. It's my turn with the sex box.
I mean, who hasn't?
Right, that's
He's
true.
got a port.
Yeah. Dewas Perez says, "My cat, Professor Fluffy Bottom, kept grabbing my hand with both his paws to snuggle to it." Oh, Wolf1701, "I like the Omega Prime. I just wish it wasn't a HasLab." I understand that. Like, I totally get that. Out of all the HasLabs we've had, this one is the one that feels the most like it shouldn't be a HasLab. But unfortunately, I don't make the rules. I'll take it.
I am.
The justification that I've seen is Optimus, Fire Convoy, whatever dub name you want to give him, he would have done just fine as a commander class. Ultra Magnus would not have done well by himself.
No.
And the way Hasbro currently has things set up with commander class is, you know, they can't release 2 of them at a time like they do with leaders and deluxes and voyagers. So there would be a year-long wait between doing the Fire Convoy and the God Magnus. And by the time God Magnus hits retail, nobody's going to want him. The memory, the zeitgeist is already gone from Fire Convoy.
Well, the problem is also, like, 2001 RID is not in anyone's thought, like, is not getting any attention at all. You have to completely reintroduce the characters. Yeah. You have to bring back the popular ones first. You have to streamline the gimmicks because a lot of that stuff won't fly now. Yeah. And, like, the last time they ever got anything outside of their own toy line release, I think it was like Sideburn from the Collectors Club series, and that was almost 10 years ago.
Not quite. Basically, anytime a Laser Prime happens, there's usually a Scourge repaint, and anytime a Bruticus happens, there's usually a Ruination around the corner.
So Scourge is like the exception to the rule because now that he's like become accepted into the wider canon. Yeah. He's like basically what's happening with Rooster Teeth. You burn it all down and you take what's left that works and run with it, right? So he gets filtered into all other types of media. No one who's just starting out as a Transformers fan absolutely knows Scourge started out as an RID character. No, they're probably younger than the RID series themselves. And they go, "Oh, I had no idea. That's cool. Great factoid for later."
Moving back to the chat.
No, it's literally the whole universe of 2001 RID. Oh, okay. I'm just saying you have to reboot the whole thing if you wanted to get around to 2001 again. And doing it as a HasLab, that's just smart to me because I dug that series.
Moving back to the chat, I think Xavier's working with a bit of a delay. That's why he's not getting stabbed. Technical Jim says, "Dewanis, can we see your cat?" Wolf1701 says, "For a price." Dewanis says, "Which cat? I've got 3. I love where the chat's going. Crossbones Koopa says, "Scourge is why I like 2001 RID, and Scourge is a woman in Japan." Wolf1701 says, "What the hell is Japan?" Ninja Bill says, "Hey, guys, Ninja Bill, by the way, Dewanis and Koopa both have YouTube channels. You should check out them. Ninja Bill has a heck of a live stream. I freaking love his live streams. Saturday nights, I just kind of chill there, and just every once in a while, I'll like be vacuuming the floor, and they'll say something like, "I've got to chime in with this. Tap it to tap it to tap." So Ninja Bill, great to see you over here. Crossbones Koopa says, yes, in Japan, Scourge is a hot, sexy femme optimist that is the first Dami Mommy of recorded Transformers history. Wolf, once again, reiterates, what is Japan? Dewanis Perez says, the bees are not pleased. I like how that kind of rhymes. Wolf1701, are the bees in Japan? Crossbone Koopa, in Japan, the bees turn into Sailor Scouts. Dewanis Perez, the bees want to take Japan. Wolf1701, why? The bees have their own Japan. Dewanis, I am Dewanis, I speak for the bees, and the bees say Japan needs to be turned over to them. Ninja Bill says, I really shouldn't. I would have thought JRX would have been next. Yeah, with as much focus as there has been on MP Raiden, which MP Raiden is like dating a fat chick with acne. Oh sure, I'd fuck her, but I wouldn't want anyone to find out. Actually, I wouldn't give a shit. And yeah, MP Raiden, I'd buy that shit. I just wouldn't want anybody to find out I did. Technical Jim says, I can't find your YouTube channel to Dewanis. Technical Jim, look in the links of past live streams, like the show description. We have a link over to Dewanis right there. I don't know if I have Ninja Bill up there, but Ninja Bill, I'll have to link his if it's not there. Dewanis Perez says, it's now Strawberry Shockwave. I think it is anyway, not fully sure, been off my meds and my memory is so messed up. Dwayne Marsh says, I'd be in for a splendid plime. You and me both, buddy. Technical Jim goes, I found it. Belucia says, I never know when you're starting. 7:45, usually around 7:45 Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. Ninja Bill said, thank you. No, thank you for just the amazing YouTube channel, dude. Absolutely great. Dewanis, Belucius, they start around 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Dewanis. Crossbones, you guys seen the prices for RD 2000 Scourge? Insane. That is my holy grail. And Wolf1701 says, man, I'm not even to RID. I think this is cool. If they would do decent train bots, I would get them. Well, I'll tell you what. Here's something I fucking passed on. We're going to make you buy Blaster twice. No, you are fucking not. No, you are fucking not.
Yawn.
Is this just new packaging?
This is not new packaging. This is like a new chest deco and a solid plastic instead of a clear plastic eject.
Whoop-de-fucking-do.
And this sold out fast.
On Hasbro.
Yeah.
Which has less than Target.
Yeah.
I wonder. I got everything closed down, so I can't go to Target.
So...
I mean, if it's at Target, I'll pick it up and look at it, but maybe not get it.
Yeah, I'm saying that if I see this, I will buy it, but that's only because I have poor self-control, not because I want it. I am going to be treating this the same way I'm treating Dead Prowl and Ironhide. Whenever I see it in Ross, and by the way, Dead Ironhide and Ross, they've been cited. They've been cited in Ross's.
Really?
Oh, yes, they have. Yes, they have. Check out the Ross thread over on TFW. If I see this in Ross or Ollie's, I will get it. I ain't buying this for $38. I'll get it for $12. This is a $12 toy. I already paid my $38.
Is this the... Okay, this is an entry into the 86 Studio Series line. Is this the same number? Or is this now a different catalog number for the Studio Series 86 line?
Man, I don't know.
He was originally released...
No, he was in Kingdom.
Yeah, he was in Kingdom and then repacked for Legacy year 1, and those didn't have numbers on them. So for Studio Series, this is 8625.
Uh-huh.
If I'm looking for if I haven't bought Blaster, by the time this is supposed to be in Target, which is, fucking, I don't know. My Target sucks ass. So if I never see him, don't be surprised. If I
Boy.
do see him and I haven't bought a blaster yet, because there's at least it's already out there twice, I guess I'll get him.
What's worse?
I mean,
not having a decent target or not having a target at all.
I think a suck-ass target gives you hope and then takes it away, which stings way fucking worse because
Yeah.
the gamer line seemed to come and go in like bits and pieces at my target. They never had like the first two figs. I never got Bumblebee out of my target or Megatron out of my target. Optimus Prime either. 3 figs. It was the later half of the wave, the first wave, and that was it. There was like, no, this is the whole thing right here. It's like, but the boxes say this is figure 4 and figure 5. Where the fuck are the first 3?
This is the shit that makes me want to stop collecting. This really is.
Really? It's that bad?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. Right? Would I have rather had solid eject than this? Yeah, I would have rather had solid eject. But here's the thing. I didn't know this was coming out. I don't even have the option of waiting, right? So I buy the blaster. And then I buy the twin cast, which is the same as blaster, but he's blue. I get it. That's on me. I did that. I wanted that. But then this comes out, and Shattered Glass comes out, and there's going to be another one after. There's going to be something after this, so we get a solid black one, right?
Billy,
tell me there's not.
Yeah, he'll be
power pack.
Well, they'll just put him in the studio series as a little core club. Like he should be.
Or we'll get like a Generation Selects micro change AM radio robot.
Yeah,
that just happens to come with like a solid color rewind.
Like I'm still sitting around waiting for my Fractal, and I'm waiting for my Pack Rat, and I'm waiting for Blue Bolts, and there's like so many Generation Selects that I thought we would have gotten by now. Like they just seemed like underhanded tosses.
I'm waiting for new iterations of shit.
We still don't have any repaints for Armada Starscream.
Man.
No Skywarp, no Thundercracker, no Ramjet.
You remember when San Diego Comic-Con was a thing and they said, hey, we got a crazy fucking idea. How about Soundwave as an iPad?
Oh, God, I remember that thing. When you put it together and it looked like a finished puzzle. Yeah, Gigatwin. So Gigatwin just says it.
Yeah,
where's my awesome. Cryotech, Hasbro? Right? That should be an easy repaint, remold. New, not even a new head. A new face, blue, done.
Easy money, right?
New face, blue, done.
No.
Like,
now you have to sell it.
No.
I think that lots of collectors would want that.
I mean, okay, how much does Crytek go for on eBay?
A lot.
Yeah, he does. I want that. I want that Cryotech, baby.
Why should I want Cryotech?
Honestly, I would kind of like to see a Razor Claw of their Tigertron.
I'm just kind of cranky, okay? I itch constantly. Do you know what it's like to know that you have scabies on your ass? Or had,
Scott,
at least.
You have it on your cut wounds.
I have a scabies scar on the backside of my scrotum. I'm telling you this right now. I have a scabies, meaning that I had something living in my nutsack that wasn't me. And I am psychologically bothered by that. As I think if I wasn't bothered, I'd be a sociopath. The people that don't mind that they have a parasite living on their nutsack are the same people that go, we're just going to watch one episode of this and then you can leave. You know, it's...
Scott got the idea for a screwdriver from Dahmer.
I mean, I understand why somebody would do that now. You know, it's I itch. I itch so fucking bad. I itch so fucking bad. And I'm telling you this right now. If you ever get scabies, they tell you don't put hot water on it because you may burn yourself. I know why. Hot water is damn near orgasmic. It is like it's like edging. It's like stroking your wang, flicking your bean.
It's like that one clip you see on YouTube all the time of a truck rushing headlong into a pole about to crash. And then they cut away to a different angle of that same truck about to crash into the pole. And it never, ever hits.
Do you know that sensation you get right before you sneezing? And you're just about ready to tip over? That's what hot water on scabies bites feels like. It just builds and builds and builds. And it's
Scott sympathizes with the virgins tossed into Caribbean volcanoes more than anybody alive.
God. I just want it to end. I want it all to end. Who the fuck gets scabies? Who the fuck? People in World War I and me. People in World War I trenches and me. That's who gets scabies. Like, I can't.
It could be worse. You could be dead ratchet.
My dear, they're gonna make a Ken Burns documentary where it's just like fucking Paul Giamatti reading letters I wrote to Ariana. That's how bad it's gonna. My dearest Ariana, the battle looms to the south of us. The scabies bites run deep into my soul. Today, the captain, in an effort to lift the spirits, brought in a cage. Our battalion had a patronage through rocket money. So he with a flourish, he whipped the cover off the cage, and inside was the rocket money monkey.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You know, apparently people in Mongolia right now, or I don't know if it's right now, but in recent history, in recent memory, there have been people in like Mongolia and Russia that have been getting the plague.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Me.
The bubonic plague.
My dearest Ariana, I was talking to Genghis the other day. We were comparing scabies
He's
bites.
my favorite Pokemon.
I showed him the locket that you gave me that has your picture inside of it. He says you are beautiful. He told me that he just catches scabies as a hobby. What he actually is the head surgeon at Boston General Hospital. But he has another hobby, the occult. He promised me that if I die on the battlefield, he will raise me from the dead so that I may rejoin you.
And I said, Genghis Khan, you fucking liar. You murder people. You are responsible for solely cooling the earth. And he said, no. This sword of Mars I got right here is the real fucking deal. This shit came from the god of war himself, Mars.
Yeah.
I can fucking kill you or bring you back. Let me demonstrate right now.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm fucking losing it. Beluga says, I need another blaster. The kitchen door keeps closing. Crossbones Koopa says, found Beast Wars reissue Tigertron at Ollie's $9. Dewana says, I want to make my little blue guy smell like blueberries. Beluga says, at Ninja Bill's reviews, Erd is about a week away, so I'll be baffled to bits again then. Wolf says, I'd rather have no target. The entire company sucks on every level as an anti-consumer. Ninja Bill says, ha ha ha! Crossbones Koopa, Dewana's Blueberry Cobbler Coffee Creamer. It is good, and you can make Jack smell and taste like blueberries. Don't want to compare this to the yummy plastic taste. Giga Twin, asking the hard questions. Where is my Cryotech Hasbro? Ninja Bill agrees he would be a cool addition. Giga Twin says, I want that blue dragon. Ninja Bill, although probably never happen, easy money on a Triptychon repaint, slight tweaking on the head for a Gigastorm. Giga Twin says, give us the Cryotech and the Razor Claw. Dewana says, orcas have started being documented strategically taking out yachts by going for their propellers and communicating it to others in the pod. That's awesome. Scott, a Crossbones says,
yacht, or Comrade Orca.
They call me the Tessot Cicherot Shamu. Yeah. Crossbones says, Scott, we will get through it. I had it years ago. I stayed at someone's house and slept on the couch. I'm here for you. Beluga says they'll do separate releases of Rewind and Eject with weapons in core class. And speaking of Rewind, stand by for a replay of Twincast. Olson says Scabies is to humans what Scraplets are to Transformers. Yes! Yes, I have human Scraplets. Ninja Bill says, yeah, they only released once again as the Decepticon like they did with the Unknown Kingdom version. And Wolf1701 says, where's my damn pack rat? Once again. Well, good news, we get a dead Ratchet. Here. Ratchet, your favorite character? We've killed him. Buy it for $35. Oh my god.
Look at his surprised face.
Well, I kind of wonder if this isn't going to come in a 2-pack, because the other dead ones, the dead Ironhide and the dead Prowl came in a 2-pack, and yeah, Walt's right. Brawn. You could have dead Brawn with his itty-bitty shoulder wound. Oh.
No problem. That's probably going to happen.
I was just thinking, was that a shoulder wound, or did he just get shot all the way through his torso, and that's just where the blast kind of...
He got shot in the fucking chest.
Oh, the shoulder
that exit wound is like a mile wide.
Oh,
yeah, but they're Warner Brothers cartoon, Looney Tunes style beings. They get fucking shot up all the goddamn time. Who's to say before sparks were invented, that's actually a fatal wound?
Actually, they show in an episode Megatron's like power core, which is just the green spark, is in his shoulder.
Yeah.
So maybe that is where their sparks are. Also, I do sympathize with Scott because Ron gets shot in the shoulder. Meanwhile, Prowl cooks alive from the inside.
Yeah!
That was brutal.
God damn.
I had nightmares for 3 weeks.
First time I saw that, I was like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
Scott's got that nightmare where Prowl turns to him in a dream and go, help me, Scott, I'm cooking on the inside. And Scott just sits up, sweating and screaming.
When I was a kid in the 90s, when I finally got a chance to rewatch Transformers the movie again, because I remember loving it in the late 80s, but then I didn't get a chance to see it again for a while. But I got to see it again in the 90s again, and when I saw that scene where Prowl dies, I'm like, the inside of his head just caught fire.
Yeah. You want to traumatize? You want to traumatize somebody my age?
Someone was going through a divorce.
You go ahead and get out. I know everybody has them. The Prowl outdoor smoker cookers, and it just you can buy that now over on our Patreon, by the way.
This is a
good
time to break out your Disney Plus membership and boot up the episode of the Goldbergs where they reenacted how traumatized the kids were after watching Transformers the movie, because apparently that was a real life experience one of the producers on the show had. He saw the movie in theaters and was in shambles.
Oh my god.
He was one of those kids that got escorted out by their parents.
I was there. You understand, I was in the shit. This was my Vietnam. I was 12. I was 12. It was the Country Club Mall in Cumberland, Maryland, right? Technically LaVale, but everybody calls it Cumberland. So the Country Club Mall, the AM6 theaters, Transformers was playing. First movie I went to alone. I fucking walk in there with my best friend Barry. We're sitting there. There's kids everywhere, and there's at first, I remember thinking, I was so scared I went to the wrong theater, right? So scared, but I thought to myself, oh no, because you see that star montage, and in my 12-year-old mind, that just looked like special effects. I can look at it now and go, that's a cartoon, but in my 12-year-old mind, I went, wow, that was really good. That was really, really good. And I sat there and I went, oh, this is great. And then I saw the children getting murdered, and I was fine with that. The little children getting murdered and eaten. They'll be inside. They'll be inside Unicron. Don't worry, they're not really dead. They're gonna get rescued by Optimus. You'll see this. And then the next big hit was, oh, you know what? The Decepticons have taken over Cybertron. What the fuck is this shit? Who fucked this up? Why are the Decepticons on Cybertron? and then like the
Did
Earth,
you-
and then the fucking, and then Prowl, and my buddy Barry, who went with me, like I say that I was haunted by that. No, fucking, he would talk about Prowl for 3 years after that. It was like, then you get that 1,000-yard stare. It was like he liberated Auschwitz. That's what Prowl was to him. That was the day Barry turned into a man. Do you understand?
Did you ever catch Barry smoking in class with a cigarette? It's like, bitch, you don't know what I've seen. Leave me alone. I'll do my math later.
Barry had a huge egg salad sandwich problem after that.
Like I actually thought that scene was more shocking than when Starscream crumbled to bits.
Optimus dying. I remember there was a kid. I still remember to this day. I was sitting in the back left of the theater because I always like to be a little far away so I could get like the whole thing. I wanted the whole screen. I don't want to be front and center. Back and to the left, just like the JFK assassination. And down front and to the right, where the grassy knoll shooter would have been, this kid just goes, "No!" Just draws out the no. Like, I wonder what happened to him. And
Probably
He wrote a fucking letter to Hasbro.
and then right, they do this whole thing where they try to bring Optimus Prime back one more time in the cartoon, and he's under quintessent control. Instead, they turn him to a fucking zombie and blow him up again. And
Oh yes, I remember this.
what the
Like,
fuck?
kids, we're not doing that anymore. Oh shit, the ratings just dropped.
You were scared?
Bring him
Did that
back.
seeing Optimus Prime bother you, huh? Bothered you pretty bad. Here he is again. Fucking kill him. Fucking kill him again. We'll kill him over and over and over. And they did. Like over and over and over, Optimus Prime dies. Is this going to be it? We don't know. Fucking hell. Bring him back again, you sickly son of a bitch. We're going to traumatize a whole new batch of kids. Fuck you. And right now we're to the point where it's just like, I'm so fucking dead to it. Like, Optimus Prime dies and he'll be back. It may take 13 seconds. It may take 2 years, but he ain't done. He'll be back. Fuck!
It's it's sad that the novelty of it has worn off as it's now more of a gimmick than anything. But yeah, nothing like that first traumatization experience.
That was fresh, man. That was fresh. That was a gaping bullet wound to this. You gotta understand, like I was in an abusive situation growing up. This was akin to seeing like the person I wished was my big brother die. Like, my big brother was a piece of shit. But then like, here's the guy, like, I want Optimus Prime to be my big brother. I'm 10, right? And Optimus Prime will teach me how to be a good, and Optimus Prime did teach me how to be a good person. And then they killed him.
Yeah.
Right in front of me.
Slowly too. It's just like, it appears that the wounds are fatal. And it's just like, nah, he's fine.
He's fine. He's going to be fine.
He's gray. He's dead. Nah, he's coming back. He's coming back, right? And then it's like a year later, as a zombie. Kill me! Yep,
yeah.
He's alive.
Imagine 70s era cartoon exposition. He has been momentarily paralyzed.
Meanwhile,
to death.
Luke just goes into a coma.
And the fact that Optimus didn't like die dramatically in like a great final stand or nothing. No, he got a gut wound from a dirty shot.
He got
and
shot in
then
the face.
and then died on a fucking operating table. And you saw his arm go limp when he dropped the Matrix.
I saw him fucking decompose. He turned black.
Yep.
All to Stan Bush's You Got the Touch.
Oh my god.
My copy of the movie might have been messed up because Stan Bush's You Got the Touch rocked out as Optimus was dying.
I think you fucked up, man. I think you fucked up bad. Ninja Bill says, I know he's my favorite character as well, but why? I mean, yes, I will look for this because I'm a sucker for a Ratchet. Crossbone says, I think on these, the chest windows should be clear plastic for the effect of broken glass. Ninja Bill goes, he's right, you know. Belucius, Dr. Heal thyself. Ooh. Ninja Bill says, well, we spit up blood. I guess they spit out incendiary fire. Crossbone says, the first death of Optimus Prime in the 86 movie still makes me cry. Ninja Bill says, I was one. Ninja Bill, you were one. I thought you were older than me. I thought you were about 4 years older than me. Wolf1701 says, I think we should get a Hound that's not $115 for a deluxe with plastic windows. No damn paint. Ninja Bill said, oh, 16. Okay, yeah. Honestly, Ninja Bill, that jives. Because, like I said, I thought you were 4 years older than me. So that totally jives. The math adds. Crossbones Koopa says, I remember Mom said he'll be back. No, he was not, Mom. He came back as a zombie and scared the shit out of me. Ninja Bill says, oh, Ninja Bill was there. He was there with me. He was a senior. I was a junior. Yeah, kids were crying hard. Like the theater actually had to stop the film. Say sorry to all the parents and close for the evening. Not even joking. Whew.
Wow.
Crossbones Koopa says, Scott, your big brother was Starscream in that film. My big brother was Ted Bundy in another film. Ninja Bill says, yep, because Hasbro said, nope, we need more toys. Belucia said, it never upset me. It does a bit now. I think it's the music in my lost youth. I almost found my lost youth, but he saw me coming and escaped through a bathroom window. And Giga Twin says, Optimus Prime dying is like Goku dying these days. He'll probably have a table at King Yama's palace where they most likely share excuse me, coffee and stories of adventures. Crossbones Koopa says, I was 4.
I need to rant for a second.
Yeah,
Goku's only died like twice. Goku's only died like twice. Why are we making a big deal out of it? Krillin died twice.
Impactful.
Krillin died twice.
Walter's only done
no
it
one
once.
cares about Krillin.
It doesn't mean anything. Like, oh, he dies every... Goku dying is like, oh, I did it twice.
Oh my God, we
the
got
only
these.
person who died
Yeah,
more
but
is
we all know that you have, but we understand that your expectancy of life is very cheap, Kyle. This is like, fuck him and leave him, you know? Kill him off, move on. We understand. It's the way you live.
We've got these third-party slides.
That is how I write G.I. Joe most of the time. Like, hey, you like that character? Don't.
Oh, does anybody?
Oh, great.
We've
Bunch
got
of third-party shit.
Yeah, we've got a fuck ton of third-party stuff here. I'm just gonna start swinging through it.
Swarm? Who the fuck is this?
I don't know. This
That's
is Paul.
not Sunstorm.
That's Paul.
That must be some. That must be fucking the blue one.
I
The
thought
one
that
we
was
got in the
cool.
fucking- Limited to
They-
200 pieces.
You know, I thought this was cool. There's one called Paul.
You know, you can name any toy you have, Paul. You don't have to buy this one. Like,
I know, it's just funny.
The fact that he has a
But it's
file
named
card that says Paul.
you can go fucking nuts and name all your toys, Paul. the entire toy
Mark
line.
Yes, Mark Lar?
Paul Wars. A world where everyone is named Paul. It's...
Theme song's Paul. Paul, 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 Paul,
Paul.
See, at least this one has the generic Air Warrior color scheme to it. I have no idea what the hell Tangerine Storm is supposed to be.
I have
Orange one, I guess.
It's,
Just onesies.
I mean, he's got the. Is that
Maybe
gay
that's
flag?
G2 Starscream? I don't know.
Moving on here. Let's see. Star Toys Tracks. Stop me if you want to talk about any of this.
I mean, is he gonna be better than the Kingdom one? What scale is
No.
he? Not telling me anything, guys.
1-to-1 scale. He's an
guess he's
actual
there.
Firebird.
I guess he's there. He looks good. And if that's an Asian hand, that's a Legends class. But if that's an American hand, that is definitely deluxe.
Racist
I could just
piece of
look
shit.
at what Star
Thank you.
Toys specializes in.
I'm not racist. I'm observant.
Probably.
But you're our racist piece of shit, Scott. Own it.
Thank
Okay, but Americans have small hands too. Just look at Donnie J.
you. Oh,
The
my
guy
wife.
from Backstreet Boys?
I love you, honey.
Love you too.
Oh, she said she loves me, guys.
What's up, bitch?
Yes.
Xavier says, "What's up, bitch?" I don't know if you heard that.
I did. She's having a Budweiser.
Oh man, she deserves it. She deserves it. I mean, we've seen this Primus. It's just more of the same. We've talked about this Primus.
Yeah.
I think we've seen these and talked about them a little bit.
Quiet.
Like I said, stop me. Another fucking Grimlock. You know you can buy these toys.
Magic.
You can buy these toys for real, yo.
Well, actually, these are
You
Legends
could,
class.
but
There's a market for those.
You have to be lucky. Is the other problems like? Can you point to any location that has any of the missing Gamerverse figs I'm looking for right now? Where are they?
I mean, does Amazon have them?
Factory.
Hold on here, Amazon.
Oh.
Let's see. Let's do. Are you missing Optimus and Soundwave?
And what's his name? Barricade.
So there's the reactivate Optimus and Soundwave, $60.48.
He's
Give me
looking for
two
the
of 'em.
Gamerverse. He's looking for the fucking.
Oh.
Is that the one you're looking for?
It's got to be Game, baby. Game recognizes Game.
Here it is. There's 14 left in stock on Amazon, $29.99. You can get used ones, $27.07. There it is. You want it? It's
Where's
there.
That Barricade.
That's Barricade.
Where's that motherfucker?
It's on Amazon, baby.
Look at those.
I
duck
don't support penis rocket Bezos.
Oh my God, you're gonna have to, man. If you want to play
have
the
to
game,
get
you gotta
past that
work
shit.
within the system.
Have you seen how much crazier his wife is compared to him?
I mean, yeah.
No, because I don't fucking care about these people.
Look, that's what happens whenever you have a lot
Apparently,
of money.
it's
You
an
get out of
obsession
touch.
for you, Xavier.
Apparently, I'm the one that pays attention to this shit. And you're like, nah, they're fucking raping me from behind. I don't care. He looks like Lex Luthor. That makes it okay. That's what you sound
Yeah.
like.
I was just gonna say that. It's like, wait, how much crazier do you have to be crazier than Lex Luthor?
Brainiac.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Iron
Wait,
Factory
who-
Lyle Kaiser stuff.
Who is making this?
Iron Factory Liar
Iron Factory?
Kaiser.
Okay.
Okay. You were saying, Walter.
I like how the Iron Factory Lyle Kaiser is turning out so far.
He's got that penis thrust. I like that.
Yeah, that Obari artwork pelvic thrust
Yeah.
dynamic pose.
Yeah. You will expect and express and fucking respect my masculinity. And here it is. Boom! Let's see here. Moving on through this stuff.
Tiny Chrono.
Unique toys. These are toys we all have already.
This is like family photos. This is super depressing because I've seen this shit for many,
Oh, look,
many
somebody's
years.
making a mud flapping skids.
Too bad they're masterpiece scale.
Ah,
Don't care, I'll buy them.
Can't believe it.
Oh my god.
These again?
even Thomas is saying enough of this shit.
See, there's
Someone.
Swoop.
Swoop looks
Zoid
pretty.
looking ass.
Swoop looks like a kaiju.
Yeah, yeah. And his hands turned into little spiders.
Robotic
Spider-Man,
spiders.
Spider hand does whatever a spider hand does.
Now this was kind of
Fuck,
neat.
he's Gundam.
This was kind of neat. I will say this. This like Skywarp, Armada class Skywarp. They took the little mini-con and turned him into a target master. So
Yeah.
I thought, okay, that's kind of clever. That's kind of clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The drone, in quotes, can be assembled on either the figure's forearms or his tail cone / Baku pack. He also comes with new pair of posing hands. Posing hands.
Oh. Dreamstar Toys. This is your Silver Superion. Didn't we see this last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. This stuff is nothing new. It just looks a little bit more developed.
See, that's the problem with having like 8 TF cons in a year. Is they keep trying to do these third-party panels, but they just wind up showing like the same dozen slides every time.
I'm so
This
tired.
Ironhide, though.
I guess this is nice. I guess this is nice if you missed the Ironhide the first time, I guess.
I guess.
If you didn't like the weird butt wheels on the original Ironhide masterpiece, yeah.
Yeah.
And oh, look, there's a ratchet. That was totally predictable.
Every Ironhide gets a ratchet. That's the rule.
Yep.
You can't do a
Why are we doing
TFCon
this?
without.
Masterpiece
You can't do.
Ultramagnus. Not
Well, I
like
mean, you
we
can't
got
do a TFCon
500
without
of those?
another
Okay.
Devastator. Look at that, guys.
Third-party companies. If you want to actually get people excited for your product, make something that wasn't based on a character who appeared in 1984 to 1986. You know, where's my pocket scale fire cons? Where's my masterpiece fucking monster bots?
Squeeze play.
You have mock-ups for all of that already, don't you, Walter?
Yeah, I am not an engineer, so no.
Here's an idea. A masterpiece scale road grabber.
Yes.
It's all so
Dude.
tiring.
Do Diaclone face seat
How do we
Ratchet
do
and
this shit?
Ironhide this time.
We're kind of just doing the fucking Velma thing right now.
Yeah, we kind of are.
You mean
Just
playing
looking
with
at
her
shit
tits?
to complain.
Yeah,
No,
just
they're
playing
looking
with
at
her
shit
tits
and then
Now,
just
look,
complaining
this
about
I
it.
would be excited about this wingman. If
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't
actually-
Hey, look.
like 200 pieces.
Actually, earlier today, I actually ordered that
Actually.
Oh?
Yes.
Actually.
Actually.
because I have the companion piece for it.
Ooh.
What's the companion piece?
It was
He's called Marksman.
Ah.
it was the teal one, right?
Yep. Yep.
Kyle,
I feel like I know those names.
Kyle, do you want to go out with me?
Yeah, I'm already seeing somebody.
Oh, damn it.
Is it your right hand?
Ariana and I were hoping to make a thruple.
No.
She just looked at me from the kitchen with her fingers crossed. Come on.
Why does that sound like a Pokemon name?
Thruple? Thruple is not a Pokemon, Thomas.
I know.
The name option doesn't not allow it.
But I'll tell you what, it can involve either 2, 4, or 6 balls, depending on somebody's preference. Oh my God! Speaking of 3 balls, look, it's Optimus Target Prime, and I'm not gonna get this, but I appreciate the fact that somebody went, yeah, that first Ravage we made looked like a fucking corgi, and they made him a dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice job using the shit one when you had a better one. Just laying around.
If you're trying to make a dog cassette, there is no better mold than this mold right here. Like,
Wow, that
Chunky boy, yeah.
Yeah, I see
that
it.
tape mode. What the fuck?
What is the tape mode?
Exactly.
I think it's supposed to be like a shipping container of some sort,
What the fuck?
Yeah, sure.
like
Okay.
a bubble mailer.
Correct.
Wait, hold on. Is Image 4 Optimus scanning product?
Yep.
What?
What?
the
Oh
fuck?
my
No.
God.
Using the drone
it's
from his
not.
trailer as a hand scanner.
oh
Oh,
no,
he's an
oh
employee of
No.
no,
No, no.
no,
Oh
no,
no.
no,
No, man.
no.
I used
Oh,
to be supreme commander of a galaxy-spanning empire, and now I work retail.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Can
May
you
have
show
just
me
sold
what
me on
the
this toy.
toys are?
Oh my God!
This thing is the anthropomorphized form of the thing that took away Zellers.
Whenever I grow up, I want to work at Target just like Optimus Prime.
Oh, he's doing it on the back of the box too on image 9. He's doing the scanning thing, except slightly more at an angle for an action pose.
I can't find the code. It's
I'm
Dynamic
sorry, little Timmy.
retail action.
God.
I'll see if we have more in the back.
I'm sold.
Yeah, right. Oh my God.
I'm so
I used to
tired.
do that shit. It was
I'm
for
s-
Amazon, but still the same shit.
I'm so
I do that.
tired.
Scanning with the goddamn code. I'm
Well,
so glad I
still
don't
do
work
that
at
for my
Amazon
kids, though.
anymore. Because goddamn $15 an hour wasn't worth it.
Just
Also, I find it interesting that this is the Laser Prime mold, but he doesn't come with his shield or with his sword or his lollipop, and he doesn't come with the gun that's on the same sprue as the trailer.
Nope.
So the only accessories it comes with are the trailer drone, the doggo, and his target matrix.
And hang on.
The
It's
matrix.
And then, just like that, for no reason at all, people started listening to Hitler. It's...
Oh, shit.
I'm just wondering how many retail employees that work at a register wish they had missile spam.
Oh,
Like
God.
this
Probably all of them.
The Target I used to work at back in 2008, one of my best friends at the time worked there, and when he quit, he told me the funniest shit he did was say on his last day, because he was underage. He wasn't allowed to work registers, but because of the labor crunches, they said, you are now a cashier, which was completely illegal. So he, soon after that, put in his 2 weeks to quit, but he was bitching and complaining because his last day was a closing shift. So he had to be there late at night, and he told one of the cashiers that he was working with, I can't wait to quit this fucking job so my dad stops beating me for my paycheck to pay for his drug and liquor habit.
Wow.
And he turns around, and there's a wide-eyed grandma.
Man, Dad. Going over to the comments here, Ninja Bill says 200 pieces. I meant typos killed Prime. Koopa says, I have a feeling I'll have to reverse engineer Barrage when I get him. It bugs me. Haha, get it? I don't like he's reversed. How much is that Chrome Dome? Don't know. Ninja Bill asks, was that swoop or a Gundam frame? A little bit of both. Holson, speaking of skids and mudflap, has anyone made new ice cream twins? There was an image that I saw on 4chan that looked like oversized ice cream twins, but nothing official. Crossbones Koopa said that Skywarp looks damn fine, like a fine wine. Ninja Bill asked the important question, what's wrong with butt wheels? Some of us can't help how we are. And then laughs at his own joke. That's okay. I do it all the time. Giga Twin says MMC roll bar. Koopa says Target Optimus Prime and Bullseye. I need that because I love the G2 Laser Optimus mold. Wolf1701 says, I told you Target sucks. Ninja Bill goes, suddenly I puked in my mouth. Not a little bit either. It's hard to be... Oh, man. Holson says, remember Chad Vader who worked at retail? Well, now it's Optimus's time. Giga Twin says MMC is making a ruination, which is fantastic in my opinion. Also, that Target Prime can burn. I already have added Target to the Book of Grudges. Wolf says, let's just be glad it's not underage Rainbow Prime coming from Target. And Ninja Bill says it's hard to tell which to be more disgusted by. Crossbone says, Target never sucks for me. I walk in, and they come up to me and say, Mr. Crossbones, what toys are you looking for today? Roll around and spin in a motorized cart and sip wine. You're the king of the Target aisle, man. We got new images. We finally get to see the alt mode for our Star Raiders line from Walmart. And
Cool.
yeah, so we got the new, there's Lockdown in package, Lockdown alt mode. We have more pictures of that. We have Filch in box, Filch bird mode, Filch in box again, out of box. There is Cannonball in box, Cannonball alt mode. Okay, all right. In box, There is Ferrac. Okay. Okay. Interesting. And more Ferrac.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with this. And there's some more filch, some more lockdown. And I think that looped us down through.
Are we only getting 4 figs this time?
I don't.
There's 2 more in the line that we haven't seen yet. There's a
Road
GT
pig
road pig
and-
is going to be made from the crash bar mold, and there's a listing for a leader class Thundertron, which is probably just the Voyager toy with something else packed in.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I don't know.
okay.
Go ahead.
No, Kyle, it's your turn to shine.
Okay. I think that the leader one's going to be in Go colors. I don't know what else they pack with him. Maybe a Perceptor that can turn into a chair.
Chairman!
Even though that's not the right cannon, but whatever. Whoever gets me my Star Seekers.
My guess is that they're probably going to pack in one of those Rock Lords with them.
Well, Scott, do me a solid and make sure when these come live that you place an order for me as well, because I think I'm going to be working when these launch.
2 of each. Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll make an order for myself and then quickly turn around and make an order for you. And that way they're just shipped directly to your address to save you on shipping, dude.
Thank you. This
No
is
problem.
April they launch, right?
I think so. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because, I mean, their shit dropping Thursday. Their shit dropping tomorrow.
Yeah. That Target Prime's probably going to go up at about 9 o'clock Central. So 10 o'clock Scott time.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, wait. Yeah. Yeah, you're an hour ahead of me.
Yeah. It's 9 o'clock p.m. right now.
Yeah.
In real time. The rest of you live in imaginary land.
I would love nothing more if that was true. You think I want to be 20 pounds overweight? Fuck that.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah, the Target Prime's probably going to go up at about 9. The Hasbro live stream's going to be at either 10 or 11, I think. And then at noon, the stuff will actually go up for pre-order.
You might need to do 3 of, Scott.
What's that?
You might need to do 3 of each.
You know, in case you want to rub your junk all over them and make sure they get your mites on them.
I mean, I'll probably be up and in front of my screen by then, so I'll shoot a message in the group chat when everything starts going live.
Yeah. It's always good for that. It's either 99% of the time it's Walter, that 1% in the group chat it's me.
Yeah.
You know, so the group chat.
Scott has an interesting job though, because he's allowed to do that where he goes, I'm going to go order Transformers. His boss goes, are you fucking kidding me? And Scott goes, shut the fuck up. I'm the real power behind the throne.
Hey,
give me a lunch break.
If my boss would have listened to me, today, he would have made so much fucking money on NVIDIA. So much money. It was a thing. NVIDIA dropped, right? And like, shit drops and he gets scared, right? He gets scared. I said, what are you doing? Well, NVIDIA doesn't make their own chips, Scott. I think this is it. I think this is the crash. I said, just calm down. It's a bad day. Everything tech is doing kind of poorly today. I forget what stock it was. I think it was FUV. This fucking car company that decided it's Arcimoto is the name of the company. This fucking car company thought it was a great idea to take a sandal and put wheels on it and call it a fun utility vehicle. Look at this bullshit. I want you to take a look at this bullshit. Arcimoto. So this is the bullshit that he's invested in. He's invested a lot into Arcimoto. Look at this. Look at this. This is a fucking bedroom slipper. This is.
I'm not actually seeing anything.
Oh shit! Hold on here.
Lame ass shit.
It's this bedroom slipper with fucking 3 wheels,
So,
and like no one wants. There's no way you're getting any pussy in this.
Scott,
No way. What?
you know what this reminds me of?
A
This is like,
bicycle.
okay, well, okay. Are you are you familiar with what a side by side is?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so imagine like a side by side manufacturer, but like, okay, we don't have enough money to actually make our side by sides properly. How can we make them with 3 wheels instead of 4, making
That's-
them useless in all terrain environments?
Here's what I want you to do. I want to make a side by side, but make it less manly. So,
Yeah,
okay.
let's make a side by side, but make it shittier.
And then, like he's invested in this company called Aero, right? So this is the company Aero. This is the piece of shit they're making. This thing has a top speed of 25 miles an hour, and it's.
Are you shitting?
I am
Why?
not shitting you. I'm not shitting you, right? And they can only legally use it. You can only legally use it in a warehouse. And I keep telling him,
Wow.
why not a forklift? Well, this is electric, Scott. So are forklifts.
So fucking what?
Yeah, you're right. They are.
Right.
There's like freaking
It's-
forklifts that are
Right.
battery powered.
So Nvidia today, Nvidia starts low and starts to drop. And me, I'm just like fucking hold it, baby. Fucking hold it. There it is. It started up around $910.57. We have like fucking, I think, 650 shares of Nvidia. Right? So it's a chunk of change, and it starts to drop. Hold it. And he goes, and it swings back up, right? A little bit. And then it dips down, and right about here, about 11:30, I think it was pretty close to 11:30, he sells it. Sells it. And then it swings back the fuck up. Back the fuck up, right? Now, I want you, this is today. This is like after 4 p.m. whenever like the trading's limited. I want you to take a look take a look at Nvidia for the 6-month chart. Look at that. Look at how that rate. Let's look at the year to date. There's the year to date for Nvidia. There's Nvidia over 1 year. There's Nvidia over 5 years. There is the max of Nvidia. And you're telling me that this company who's dealing with AI and self-driving and is in every fucking computer, including the one that I'm sitting in front of right now, that has an NVIDIA GeForce GTX. Almost every fucking computer has an NVIDIA. Oh, we shouldn't invest in them? Fuck that. And I just looked at him. I said, after it went back, I told you so. He goes, you're not helping. And I said, I tried.
That's right. Nvidia technology Nvidia technology is so pervasive that it's kind of at that level where it's almost too big to fail.
Right?
Don't ever say that shit to me again.
No,
The fail is too fat to die.
NVIDIA, the company that makes the graphics cards that every single cryptocurrency miner uses to overclock and create their fucking ones and zeros.
They're
Oh, they use
non-existent money
NVIDIA for
that's
that
not
shit.
going to mean shit when the economy collapses.
Well, I wasn't even touching on that. I was just touching on what Scott said. These damn things are in almost every laptop everywhere.
Every laptop, every EV, regular cars, they're fucking anything that's Wi-Fi connected. They're even fucking making TVs. Nvidia's making their own TV. I'm sorry. And I said back whenever that
Scott,
company
that shard in your foot, it's made of NVIDIA.
It is. Intel inside, bitch. But it's just a little stock tip from Scott. Get your ass some Nvidia. But I think these are lovely. Maybe the lockdown's a little bit off, but I think these are lovely. Going over to the chat again. Let's see here. Ninja Bill says, why could they have not given us a new mold for lockdown? I'm a little peeved about that. Ninja Bill, in my honest opinion, give it a year and a half.
But they they did give us a new mold for Lockdown. That's what this is, but they sold it to us as axle grease first.
By God, you're not wrong. And Technical Jim says, Cannonball looks more like a subcompact car than the Dodge Magnum it's supposed to look like. I'm really not interested in it. Dwayne says, shiny. Ninja Bill, well, Hasbro did blow through $1.7 million in 3 months' time. Yeah, maybe just the 4. Giga Twin says, you know how we need Legacy K-On, like an official Transformers that turns into a chair. Holson, yeah, Hasbro lost a lot of money on other brands. Transformers kept them afloat for some time. Not going to disagree with that. Transformers and G.I. Joe. And once again, I think it comes down to they own the license. They don't have to pay Disney. They own the license. Crossbones Koopa said, I see people are having a fit because Cannonball is a retool of Skids and Lockdown is a weaponizer. Giga Twin says, I think it's K-On. I don't remember my DJD members by name. Wolf1701 says...
Yeah, K-On's the chair.
Wolf1701 says, I got to get ready for work. Somebody go for me. Ninja Bill says, during the Hasbro live stream, we should all heckle Hasbro for about the $1.7 billion loss. Ninja Bill, I will say this. If Chris Cox was there, I'd be down for that. I would absolutely be down for that. But this is going to be the Transformers team. I can't heckle BMAC. I can't heckle Mark. And you know what? If you want to, that's fine. I guess I can't stop anyone. It's freedom of speech, baby. But I love more than hate the stuff that team has given us. Evan, Decepticon fucking purple. Yeah, Ninja Bill also says, if my boss listened to me, she would have not stopped making porn. Crossbones Koopa says, here is the punch in the gut. Bludgeon is going to be a 3-pack. I just need a single bludgeon. Are we going to get a new Bonsai-tron? Chances, things look good. Giga Twin said, did somebody look at Homer's 90s car and decided it needed to exist? Ninja Bill said, see, these type of vehicles are popular in certain countries. But Lucia says, pass the salt. Get it? Because the truck thing looks like a novelty curette set. Ninja Bill says, yeah, I agree with you there. For sure is there for, if Cox is there, for sure then. Yeah, I'll be a fan, Ninja Bill. I'll be a fan of BMAC, of Evan, of definitely Mark. Because I love those guys. And here's the thing. Even though I don't agree with the way he done things, I'm a fan of Aaron Archer. I think Aaron Archer is an amazing individual, and he's created some amazing toys. And I think BMAC has, done amazing things. And Mark has done amazing things. Evan has done amazing things. Probably a bunch of people that we'll never know the name of. Has Chris Cox run the company well? Emphatically no. Emphatically no. No. And I get it. Like I always see people heckling, that team. You can't. That's to me heckling. Like there was some guy on there a couple weeks ago heckling on the live stream. That's like picking on the cashier for the price of your chicken. Yeah, the price of chicken went up, and you know what? The cashier has to buy it just the same as everybody else. It's what comes from upstairs goes upstairs. I'll talk shit about Chris Cox till the fucking cows come home, because that man's fucking up. That man.
Someone on a live stream.
Can you
is in the parlance of our times, cringe.
Yes.
Can you
go ahead, Thomas? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, that's
I'm
okay.
trying not to interrupt anybody. I don't know anything about that guy. What is he responsible for?
Chris Cox. He
11 wasn't it 1,100 people losing their jobs?
I think it's a full 30% of the workforce lost their jobs. And I did a video about it. One of the very few. It's essentially Chris Cox makes his money through video games. And he is just trimming and trimming and trimming. And he's relying on AI a lot. And here's the thing: there's nothing wrong with using AI. I'm gonna take a hot take here. There's nothing wrong with using AI, but there is something wrong with relying on it. You know, it's a tool just like everything else, right? He's cut so many jobs. He's let so many talented people go. It's sad how many the talent that Chris Cox has let slip through his fingers. Dare I say, could create another toy company.
Hold on.
Possibly.
Is this the guy on the higher up guy that they have, who apparently came from Microsoft?
Yep.
And so like he doesn't actually know how to run a toy company, and he wants it to be a game company.
Basically,
you got it.
Sounds about right.
So he's functionally wrecking the company as a result.
Look, I'm not an executive. My parlay is finance, right? And one of the things I do, like my boss is very much a look at the chart kind of guy, right? But the reason my boss keeps me around, I'm not a look at the chart kind of guy. I am a look at the company's history type of guy. And right now,
remembers, like Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm remembers, you son of a fuck. It is my opinion. It is my opinion that Chris Cox has really ruined a lot of good faith with Hasbro. And here's the thing. Before this, Hasbro had a lot of legs to stand on. And he's cut all of them off except 2. That's not a good sign. That is not a good sign.
You know,
well, okay, I'm not exactly going to blame him for Star Wars and Marvel not doing well.
No, you can't.
That's mostly Disney's.
Yeah,
because they just haven't been making good movies.
Right. You can't blame him for that. You cannot blame him for Marvel. You cannot blame him for the Disney stuff. The Marvel, I get it. Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, no.
But the shit that he was pulling with D&D and with Magic the Gathering,
oh yeah,
you can absolutely 100% blame on him.
So let's take a look at the legs that Hasbro stands on. Hasbro stands on Marvel. Hasbro stands on Star Wars. Hasbro stands, yeah.
You got to use the official term. It's GAMS.
GAMS. Let's look at the GAMS that Hasbro stands on. They got Marvel. They got Star Wars. They got Transformers, G.I. Joe. They got Dungeons and Dragons. They got Magic the Gathering. And they have got, I don't think I mentioned it. Did I say Ghostbusters yet?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Ghostbusters. Those are your 7 big legs. 8 big legs with Power Rangers. Now, you might as well cut...
They kind of kicked that leg out from underneath.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You might as well kick those other 2 legs out. Because they're doing very little with Ghostbusters. There's a brand new movie out. 4 figures and a car. That's all I've seen from that movie. And then repackages of the old Kenner Fright Features things. So, okay, they're not doing...
would have been great.
What's that?
Use the Plasma series to fucking start making the ghosts like from the cartoon.
Yeah. Agreed.
But we don't. We just got Ghostbusters. I don't know what the fuck to do with it.
So you might as well kick those 2 legs out. So now you have 5 legs to stand on, or 6 legs. Sorry. The Marvel and the Star Wars. I'm sorry, that shit ain't selling well. And then you might as well kick out Magic and Dungeons and Dragons because he burned those 2 bridges. So now, in my opinion, Hasbro is standing on 2 legs where they used to have, they're teetering. Now, do I think Hasbro is going to go under? No. No, I don't. No, I do not. And let me explain why. Because if Chris Cox continues to disappoint, they will do an emergency board meeting and he will quietly retire. They will, which you can't see it because I'm putting up air quotes. He will quietly retire, meaning they will fucking pay him to leave.
He'll suddenly decide he needs to spend more time with his family.
Yeah.
Maybe he should go work for a video game company.
Yeah.
Maybe not, because he lost the job at Microsoft. So.
Here's what he really needs to do. He needs to go look at the Titanic in a submarine.
Jesus Christ, no. Jesus.
No, he's just saying that because the submersible ran on a video game controller.
Exactly, on an
They all
Xbox
do.
controller.
Here's the thing. If whenever I look at Hasbro, purely as an investor, I'm going to say something that is going to stun the fuck out of everyone here. Whenever I look at Hasbro as purely an investment, I would say invest your money in Hasbro. Invest it. Because right now, with the leadership that they have, it's a fucking bargain. It is a fucking bargain. And once they get this shit sorted out, and Hasbro will, that price will go back up to, I think the last time I looked at Hasbro, like the stock price was something like 40 or 50. Let's see. No, not Hasbro Pulse. HAS stock. I haven't looked at Hasbro stock in a while. Yeah, 53. 53. Once they do get that stuff, you're going to see it go back up to the $80 or $90 mark. And if we take a look here, like our peak was back in 2019, 120, 2020 right there. We had, right there is your COVID dip, where everything, March 20th was the COVID dip. Right there, $100. $100. Once they get things back on track, you're gonna see that price. It may take 2 years. It may take 4 years. It may take 6 years. But by God Almighty, you will see Hasbro hit that $80, $90, $100 mark again. And whenever it does, I'm not going to say sell, but you should strongly consider it. Booyah!
But why do that when in like 5 years we can make a superior product?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Now I got to throw this out. I'm not a licensed investor. What you're hearing right now is just for entertainment purposes only. Don't sue me whenever you lose all your fucking money. And
Scott is a registered employee of Techno Viking, Pennsylvania. He has nothing to do with stock trading.
Going over to the chat. Let's see. Ninja Bill says, yeah, I agree with you there. If Cox is there, for sure. I don't hate the design teams. I hate how they are treating the consumers. Agreed, 100%. Crossbone says, gonna have to say Filch looks good. More for the Beast Wars ranks. Ninja Bill says, and by they, I mean upper management. And then Technical Jim says, yeah, that'll fix the problem. Crossbones Koopa said, tell Chris Cox to stop being a dick. Ninja Bill says, yep. Technical Jim says, I was being sarcastic. Ninja Bill says, oh yeah, all on him for sure with those brands and all the board games, which is a huge leg. Crossbones says, Scott, here's a question. How much hollow plastic do Transformers need? Look how thin the plastic is getting. Need more better like 86 Albatron and Dinobots quality. The hollow plastic is kind of getting bad. Ninja Bill says he is suddenly very dispensable. Wolf1701, Hasbro's under contract from Disney to produce the Marvel and Star Wars. They spend more to make it than they make it from it. And it doesn't sell anymore. Go woke, go broke. Ninja Bill says, I do invest, though not very much. Wolf1701, best thing they can do is ditch Disney contracts and focus on making money and leave Earthspark and children's gender politics behind. Crossbone says, I want better quality. They need to pull a Neil Young, where whenever they put out their Star Wars toys, it's a bunch of packages of like 3 toothpicks and a marshmallow with a smiley face on it, and then they say that's R2-D2. And Neil Young was in a contract he couldn't get out of. And so he just started producing crap. And they go, what the fuck are you doing? I think it's the best work ever. That's what they gotta do.
You don't fucking understand the layers, man. Are you a fucking drone? You got no soul.
Dr. Wu! I don't like Dr. Wu's stuff, but I'm gonna have to get this. He made a transforming brains
into a laptop.
Fucking
Hell yeah,
whip
brother! Finally, a
Yeah.
brains, a real
Yeah.
one.
Yeah! I'm gonna get this.
They're not gonna make one.
I'm gonna get this because I don't think we'll get a Studio Series brains.
So he's a laptop?
He's a laptop.
He's a
You never will.
Oh, and to
Fucking
Scott's
whip
worst
crack.
fear, he runs on an NVIDIA.
Yeah, he does. This is 100% NVIDIA.
Okay.
This is one of the very few. Ninja Bill says, got a split. Great stream, folks. Ninja Bill, thank you for joining us. Dude, I'm sorry if I pissed you off, man. But you know what? I love you, buddy. Opinions be opinions. But, man, brother, if I ever meet you in public, I'm going to give you a great big fucking hug, man. Belucia says, see you, Bill.
Bye.
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 Yeah, I feel like our Studio Series brains and our Studio Series wheelie are going to be those two pieces of rice that we got with Shockwave.
No, there was a paratrooper in there too, wasn't there?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh man, what an amazing Studio Series! It's like, yo, they fucking tossed in the old like 1980s foil shoot paratrooper with this shit. Fucking, I'm there.
Man, oh man. This is, I do have the brains. I do have the Dr. Wu scalpel. I have the Dr. Wu mohawk. I'm a dirty boy. I'm going to have to get Dr. Wu brains. Because this is good. This is good.
It's very cartoony, which is something I wasn't expecting. Like, I know the angularness of Brains in the movie was like, he just looked cracked out crazy.
Yeah.
This is more cartoon like. It's like if this was in a recent series, this is what Brains would look like. I'm not entirely sure I like it, but I think it's a cool idea that it's something finally playing to an original idea for once.
Yeah. Well, I think we talked about that with the third-party slides. It was shit we've seen before. Look, another Ironhide. This is our 83rd fucking Ironhide in 2 years. That's third-party. You know, but this is new. I like this. Mm-hmm. This is why I gave it its own spot. This is new. This is needed. There's no transformable brains, ever. It's needed. You win. You win this time because you fiendish Dr. Wu. You win this time because you took the battle to where there is no war. I'm done talking. Yeah. Somebody else talk. Fuck!
I can't wait for him to turn this into Starscream.
I think the reason why he went with this sort of more cartoony look was probably just because doing it this way is probably easier to translate into plastic. Because, you know, these on-screen models, they just look like cars that got exploded by landmines. They're so incredibly intricate, and they just look like shrapnel, right? Like, how do you recreate that?
Well, I took one look at that character, and I was like, by the quality of toys we're getting during the Age of Extinction release, we're not anytime soon getting a Brains that's screen accurate, because the wiry hair and just like I think he had an electrical pulse like surging through him in his like character model in the movie. Like, he had electricity actually like arcing through his components.
I don't really remember that character.
Here, at least.
He had, I mean, his design was interesting, but I was like, it's also got that thing where it's like Bay got obsessed with doing hair on the Transformers for one movie. So I was like, there's no way this is accurately being represented. And it's like, at the same time, this dude doesn't do anything except spout one-liners and, you know, is the dumb sidekick to Wheelie of all characters.
The character
but, you know, he finds
needed a sidekick.
He finds the Russian ex-cosmonauts that almost went to the moon. So he's according to the plot. I
He
don't know what
finds-
the fuck I just said, but
He finds them, not not any of the main characters, which would have been nice because it's not like when the twist happens, you go, "Oh, thank God, Brains was there." It's just something they threw into the script. So the character.
Well, would you
at the
rather be a
laptop looks
fucking
nice.
human or a transformer that contributes to the Transformer movie?
Well, considering what Brains looks like, probably one of the Transformers. Because it probably would have shaved 20 minutes off the movie.
I'm gonna buy this.
Dirty bitch.
Well, here's the thing, though. If you're gonna shave 20 minutes off of Dark of the Moon, Brains as part of the movie is not where you shave the 20 minutes off. Where you shave 20 minutes off of Dark of the Moon is the first 20 minutes, where it's Shia LaBeouf looking for a job.
That's 25.
That's the only reason I connect to that movie.
Or if you want to shave 20 minutes off of Dark of the Moon, maybe shave about 20 minutes of Deep Wang out, or 20 minutes of fucking paratroopers going through that fucking building.
Good God, the pre-order is
Probably
$53.
cut paratroopers.
Ugh.
Good God,
That's-
why are you on eBay?
Yeah, they're gonna drop to 25 quick.
Just fucking buy it from a retailer, dude, not fucking eBay.
I'll get it from somebody.
See some scary shit on that platform.
Let's see here. BBTS. BBTS.com. BBTS. Enter code Good Morning Cybertron to be banned permanently from their website. Let's see here.
That's all right.
Dr.
Proxies.
Woo. Dr. Woo. Fiendish Dr. Woo.
That looks like a pretty cool looking Krang on the
What the
front
fuck?
page.
That shit's real?
Once again,
What
the
is-
internet shocks Kyle.
Yep.
Oh, the
Galvatron and fucking...
planet. That thing actually transforms too. That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you remember the
time to
context
take my
of
pills
that
before.
thing?
I gotta take my I'm not gonna die pills. I'll be right back.
Do you remember the context of this thing in the Headmasters anime? It was really weird.
This is
This is
unicorn.
unicorn.
The Earth will soon
No.
be a part of me.
No, like, okay, Galvatron was having one of his weird head trips, and he realized that a lot of these guys from Planet Master have transtectors that make their bodies larger, right? They're headmasters. And he was like, well, I'm going to make a transtector, and it's going to be awesome, and it's going to be better than everybody else's. And then, Cyclonus is like, how are you going to do that? Well, I'm just going to kill all of you and then use your body parts to make it. What?
Oh,
And then
You can actually
Cyclonus and
set
then Cyclonus tries to imagine what it looks like, and he imagines this.
I had to
It was
explain that to my
TikTok, not
wife last night.
Cyclonus.
Oh my God. Moving on to looky what I found. I got nothing this week. Xavier, do you have a looky what I found?
So I was just thinking about this one because I kept forgetting to bring it up, but Stinky Blue Rat did a review a month ago for one of the figs for the movie line. So it was original Devastator.
I will check
Movie
that
Dev.
out. I
Yeah,
will
hold on, let me-
absolutely check that out. Link that
Let me
over
post
on the
the link
Facebook
here.
page. I got the little Cupid doll here. Oh,
And then the
that's Greta.
Greta. And then because the Oscars just happened recently, there's a funny little thing that's just for laughs that I saw that was pretty neat. So I'm gonna share this.
Hello, Greta. Hello. Oh, you looking very sultry today, Greta. Okay, what did you share here? Select window and screen. Screen 1. Going over to Facebook. And... oh, was this the thing where I made a bootleg toy of John Cena? John Cena costume kit. Oh my God.
And just now, as I'm posting on Facebook, a third thing just happened. This is within the community. Thu announced he's going to be a dad today.
Oh, congratulations.
What?
Thu.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Thu's pregnant. Not him, actually him, but, as a couple, he's pregnant.
Congrats,
Right.
Thu. Kyle, buddy, do you have a look at what I found?
No, I'll be right back.
Okay. Wow.
He has to go cry.
Greta, you scared him. How about you, Walt?
I got nothing.
That's fine. Thomas, how about you, buddy? I'll take that as a no. Okay. Moving on to reinforcements from Cybertron. Well, Thomas, do you have any reinforcements this week?
I have none.
Wow.
I am trying to have enough money to attend the CollectorCon on Saturday here and maybe get some things, but it might not happen. I might not have enough money to do it. But I did, like I said before, I did order Fans Hobby Wingman, and just like Marksman, it is going to be limited to 600 copies, and the number for each individual copy is laser engraved on the inside of the figure.
Jesus.
Yeah, just like on
Perfect.
Marksman. Yeah, they made a version. They made a. Do you remember the tank from the Predators line? The one that had that was Machine Wars Soundwave.
Stalker.
Yes, they made a version of him as well. And if you try to find him on eBay now, he's like $500 now.
It's kind of like their Batman from MMC.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be happy to get that. I really, really like the other one. I really like Marksman, the one that's teal. It's amazing.
Right on. Well, Walt, you've already got some boys teed up there.
Yep.
What you got, boy?
Yeah, my pre-orders for Studio Series Scorponok, Megatron, and Pablo came in.
Nice.
And also, since I wasn't here last week, I didn't get a chance to show off my haul from the Gulf Coast Toy Show that I had a table at. So I picked up a titanium Starscream,
Whoa.
Hell
Oh my
yeah.
God, look at the arms.
a
I forgot.
titanium Rodimus,
He's got a big old titty chest.
a Iron Factory Jetfire,
Okay.
Hey.
and then
You got the cool titaniums.
yes, United Darkside Megatron,
Got him.
Nice.
the Dark of the Moon Cyberverse Megatron,
He came with 3D glasses.
the Classics Fireflight, I think, the Legends Cybertron Jetfire repaint, a United Arms Campaign Micron. I think this one was Spoil Sport. He's one of the Power Core Combiner Minicons, but they made him out of solid plastic. Because apparently that's an excuse for me to buy something like I did with that blaster we talked about earlier in today's episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I also got this stupid fucking thing.
the popcorn helmet.
I got the popcorn bucket,
Dude.
Oh, the lights.
You.
and I've got my phone in flashlight mode right now to make the eyes light up. It's
That's
stuck
fucking
inside
great.
of it.
It's fucking great.
You gonna light a fire within Optimus and watch his eyes turn hollow?
But he's not a cop.
Jesus. Oh, well, Kyle, buddy, what are your reinforcements this week?
I got Studio Series Ratchet and Tiger Force Bazooka.
Which Studio Series Ratchet?
Studio Series 86.
Ah. Okay. Well, Xavier, how about you? Reinforcements this week?
Yeah. So, fucking forgot I had a pre-order for Lunar Rover Prime.
Shit, you got yours?
I did. I also forgot I special ordered the one with the stand, so I have Lunar Rover Prime with the stand.
Yeah, I just ordered the
Where
regular
did you
version,
get-
so.
Yeah, where did your pre-order come from that you got him this fucking early?
BBTS.
You might be the
Ah.
first person to have that.
Yeah, I was looking at the box and I was like, oh, BBTS order. What did I have on BBTS? The only thing I could think of was like a mini con because I was pretty sure I wasn't going to find 86 Red Frenzy. So I think I pre-ordered there. But I was like, unless they decided to up the box to leader class, I don't think this is it. It must be the Lunar Rover. And then in my own head, I was like, did I just say Lunar Rover? Is that out? Sliced it open, and sure enough, it's Lunar Rover Prime.
Man. Fingers crossed mine will be here soon, but this is what showed up on Monday.
The
That is-
Beautytron.
I'll
That
tell you,
is such a good figure, isn't it?
right?
Yes.
I'll tell you what, he's thick too. Like there's some honest to
I know.
God weight to this boy.
Yeah.
I like his robot and tank modes. His jet mode's kind of a nothing burger.
Yeah, I said that. I said that when I mentioned it last show. I think when I got that thing and I switched it into its jet mode. Like the jet mode is feels very fan modey,
Yeah.
but I did kind of warm up to it after a bit. But it's still very fan modey. And both modes, both alt modes, are kind of very abstract, kind of.
Yeah.
But it is extremely posable. It is painted to the nines, and it is really dense, and it's just a phenomenal action figure.
Like
Also, you forget the unwritten rule of aesthetics. When you're that beautiful, they just let you get away with it.
it
Yep.
feels like somebody articulated and made a statue transformable.
Yep, that's exactly
This-
how I thought.
This is good. This is
Beautiful.
good. Going
Beautiful.
over the chat. Let's see here. Ninja Bill says, "Nah, I ain't mad. I gotta get the kids to bed." Holson 85 says, "Best brains," quote, "Man, this is a real clusterfuck scene out there." Holson says, "Bye." Holson says, "Xavier, he could turn brains into star screens, but Dwayne Marsh says, "I have a few Doctor Wu. They're okay." Crossbones says, "Transformers is all I have left of Hasbro. I gave up the other things. They have my last Star Wars by Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. I have the droids Boba Fett. That is how much I was into Black Series." Giga Twin, "What happens when there's a war and only one side shows up?" Dr. Wu says, "Victory goes to Dr. Wu." Holson A5 says, "Deep Wang, I'm getting flashbacks." Wolf 1701 says, "I love Deep Wang." Crossbones says, "Deep Wang was my covert spy porno movie in Japan." Giga Twin says, "Crossbones, the only thing I've seen of Star Wars that has made me want to buy it was the 2 Imperial Guards from Shadows of the Empire." Giga Twin says, "Kitty." Wolf 1701 says, "Thew." Giga Twin says, "Congrats to Thew." Giga Twin says, "The only convention toy I feel I missed out on was the MMC's Daigengaur, which used, I'm disappointed in missing it." Crossbones says, "Question for one of you fine boys that would know. You know Armada Sideways is my favorite. How could he be done in the new Legacy line retool or new mold?" Retool of the Prowl. Retool of Prowl. The animated Prowl, in my opinion. Anybody else have anything else to think about, or do you think he'd need an all new mold?
Yeah. Did you also know today, or maybe the other day ago, there was a new Little Big music video called Boobs?
I did. I saw. I like your boobs. I like your ass.
What are we talking about? Transformers?
Yeah.
Fuck it, not as important.
Sideways is Tarantulas, the spawn of Unicron. Giga Twin says, "Well, Needle Nose comes with 2 Target Masters. They could do a new Sideways. Damn, my send button is so close to where I want to rest my thumb." And Transformers said, Wolf 1701 says, "Transformers is the last thing in my life. I do just because I enjoy it. I don't see Hasbro being around in 2 years." God, I hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong. Gentlemen,
Definitely wrong.
my wife, I've only had her back since Sunday, and really I've only got to spend a few days with her, so I'm going to cut this short. I hope you don't mind. I want to thank. Yeah, I know. I love my wife. What a bastard. I want to thank Wolf 1701, Giga Twin,
Yeah.
Crossbones. I want to thank Dewanis Holson. I love you, buddy. I want to thank Ninja Bill, Belucius, Dwayne Marsh, Dewanis Perez, I think Brendan Callanan was in here. And Technical Jim, if I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry. I just want to go snuggle up with me wife. That's all I want. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. Say good night.
Go file your taxes if you haven't done it already.
Oh shit, I need to file my taxes.
Oh shit, do it while you're pressed against your wife's tits.
I'm gonna do that. That's all. I want to do my taxes. Oh, do my taxes.